So my roommate's estranged, alcohol-loving uncle died, and this was his cook bag of recipes, and we're gonna make one. I'm David Zarko, and this is Dead Greg's Recipes. Party apps. Here's the party apps bag, and we are making Alaska fish dip.
All right, what do you got me cooking today?
We're doing Alaska fish dip. I think Greg made something cool here. We got 2 fish fillets. We have Cajun spice, our white sauces, which is mayo and sour cream. We've got some cheddar that we're gonna shred. He mentions green chili, I went with a can. And basically we just bake the fish and then mix it all together.
All right.
On this thing it says 2 fish fillets, but I say we just use, it comes 2 in a pack. Let's put the oven at 350. Oh, and we gotta coat it with Cajun spice. Duh. How are we skipping the first step? We're gonna coat this, so how about you get your hands dirty?
They are dirty. They're covered in fish juice.
I feel like we actually have scissors for fish.
Is that what that's for? Or like, I thought it was like shells of a crab or something. You know.
Let us know in the comments. Okay, we want to get a shredded cheese palmful.
Okay.
So try and shred that amount, and then we need more for the top. What do you think about this part where it says mix 2 table mayo, comma sour cream?
2 table mayo.
Do you think that's 2 tablespoons of each?
Well, it says, oh yeah, I thought that could maybe be a 2. That's TBL.
And then there's 1 tablespoon green chili. Or is it 2 tablespoons mayo,
1
sour
tablespoon,
cream 1 tablespoon,
yeah.
and then green chili can?
Yeah.
So the whole can.
I think it's 1. He's saying 1 after the sour cream.
We'll take a small bite of the green chili and decide if we want the whole can.
Right, that's good. Big reveal.
We're probably using less than half if we want to do a palmful. Depends on whose hand it is. Greg was 6'7", so.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
All right, this is the taste test to see if we want to do a whole tablespoon, a little bit.
Or the whole jar, right?
Yeah, or the whole jar. Whole jar. Mm-hmm. That's not even a question.
I mean, this is not edible. Whatever this is.
Let me try it.
Just straight up leaf.
All right, let's get our mix going then. In the bowl.
Into the bowl.
All right, 2 tablespoons mayo, 2 tablespoons sour cream. Okay, the whole thing of green chili. And then since you're his nephew, I think we should go with your palm. Try to palm it out.
Say like...
Look, we got real estate. Here, let me pack your palm.
Pack my palm.
Now that's a palm full.
But since it was Greg's hand, maybe just a little more.
Greg him out more.
There you go.
This is so little for the amount of fish that we're gonna give it to.
I mean, I think it's supposed to be like mostly fish.
Okay, I don't hate that.
What is that? See, look at that thing. It's not edible.
Let me try it.
It's not edible, right? What is in there, dude?
Actually, maybe we should remove the fish to get the juice out.
You want to take all that juice out? I think that's probably going to be the tastiest part.
I mean, I'm just worried that...
And it adds more liquid.
Do we want more liquid? All right, fine, we'll leave it in.
Splish, splash, I'm taking a bath. So now we top it with cheese?
Top it with cheese. You
Let me get it right.
No!
This is Alaska fish dip.
All right. Yeah, it looks Alaskan.
It might be too hot still. I'm worried.
Oh yeah, look at that steam.
Oh, yeah, it's steam.
Went right in there, huh?
Yeah, maybe we should wait a minute. Well, that's your bowl.
That's so hot.
Greg can take from mine.
What kind of fish was it?
Alaskan pollock.
So we did stick to the Alaskan theme.
Hey, I've tried my best out there.
Well done.
Very cheddar focused. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's greasy as all hell.
It's greasy.
It's just there's so much cheddar in there. you
Yeah,
know?
it would have got all that oil. Oil.
Cool down a little bit.
Ah, true.
A few moments later.
And we're back. You know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
If I bit into this, I would have to take, I don't even know how many bites to until I would be like, oh, there's fish in here.
Because you think it could be like mistaken for chicken, or you're just meat? in
Yeah, it would
general?
just be like a meat, you know?
Yeah.
If someone was like, oh, this is vegetarian, I'd be like, yeah, what's that meat thing in there?
soy.
And I think it's because maybe I'm too familiar with other kinds of fish dip, and this is unlike any fish dip I've had.
It's not fishy at all.
I mean, zero fish, even though there's tons of fish in there.
Yeah.
It's like closer to buffalo chicken,
A buffalo chicken dip.
a buffalo chicken dip than it is any sort of fish dip I've had.
I can rate it.
Oh god, I can rate it.
I'm gonna rate it.
I'm gonna rate it. I'm ready to rate.
What am I gonna rate this?
3, 2, 1. Oh!
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's too greasy.
Too greasy.
It's too.
Look at that. Can they see that? we could. What if we strain it?
Man, you and your straining dips, man. And the fact that it works like 90% of the time. It's like, we're not supposed to be straining. Jeez. All right, well, until next time on Dead Greg's Recipes. You know, when we score like far away from each other like this, I always agree with the number in the middle the most.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, that's what it should be.
We make Dead People's Recipes. You can send your Dead People's Recipes to deadgregs@gmail.com, and hopefully we'll get around to making it. I'm David Zarko, and this is Dead Greg's Friends.
Alright, this recipe was sent in by Megan. It's by her great-grandmother Phyllis, who she didn't really get to meet, but her grandmother made this recipe. It's ice cream stuff.
Ice cream stuff?
Yeah, I thought it would be
Like
ice
stuffing?
No, it's just stuff you put on ice cream.
Huh.
And it's going to be my first time ever using Crisco, which is shortening.
Huh.
I think Baker's chocolate would normally be like a chocolate bar, but instead in the email she said that she added this note. So it's 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder and then 1 tablespoon shortening.
Okay.
And that counts as Baker's chocolate.
Baker's chocolate. 3 tablespoons of powder.
What's it taste like?
Nothing.
1 tablespoon shortening. Oh, with your finger, alright.
What? I was gonna have to do it with my finger anyway, right? How am I gonna get out of here?
It's probably be easier to mix once you put, like, once the milk is in here.
Yeah, this isn't doing anything.
I don't even know how big chocolate is.
You're looking at it.
Yeah. 1 cup sugar. Baker's chocolate. 1/4 cup of shortening. It's not working. How much milk?
1/3 cup.
Pinch of salt. Okay. Don't overdo it.
I didn't.
Okay, boil. Is this gonna boil?
It's just gonna light on fire.
What are we looking at here?
Just keep stirring.
What are we making?
We're making ice cream stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I could see it.
Oh, she's boiling now. Oh my god. She says, and the cooling before adding 2 teaspoons vanilla is only cooling for about 2 minutes. Add 2 teaspoons of vanilla, because actually it doesn't say how much vanilla in here. And that's our ice cream stuff. Alright, this recipe was sent in by Megan. It's by her great-grandmother Phyllis, and it's ice cream stuff. I have some more stuff there if we want more.
One of my mom's best friend's name was Phyllis.
Oh,
I always thought it was an interesting name. Wow.
yeah,
That's just like
really good fudge.
straight up like Dairy Queen fudge. The thickness, like everything.
The sweetness,
This is crazy.
like the chocolatey, like
A little hint of soy sauce.
We didn't burn it.
nope, didn't overflow. Like for sure better than like any like Hershey's chocolate
Right.
syrup that you would buy or
for
whatever.
sure. It's this quality stuff here. Phyllis.
And it's such an old recipe. It's like that's what's interesting too about it. Like it's a great grandmother's recipe, you know.
Before they even had ice cream.
Well, how would they call it ice cream stuff? I like how it like gets harder by the cold,
It makes like a little shell around it.
and then you can like chew on it.
It's almost like a candy, yeah. That was pretty easy to make too.
I mean, it took 4 seconds, you know. I did have to buy Crisco for it though.
That'll last you a lifetime.
Yeah, I got plenty of ice cream stuff available now. Okay, I got rated. Yeah, I did not think I was gonna have a whole bowl of ice cream. I have no idea. Right? Is it like too simple to rate almost?
You kind of incorporate how easy is it to make.
Yeah,
That helps
does it
with-
get more points because
Yeah.
it's easy to make? Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. I just threw a number out there. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Matching escort.
That's a
I
match,
just threw it
baby.
Same. That's crazy.
Well, thank you for sending that in, Megan. It was delicious. And until next time on Dead Greg's Friends.
That's a 9. So good.
Here, check this out.
The New York Times ranked this recipe number 5 for 2025, but honestly, this might be the best one on the entire list. It makes zero sense how something this simple ends up tasting this good.
Seems easy enough.
Here's exactly how to make it. Start by boiling your noodles.
Let's see, how many of these should we put in?
This is 14 ounces.
14 ounces. Oh, perfect.
These are soft.
You can eat this raw.
I already did. It sticks to your teeth, but it's pretty good. Did you eat that off the floor?
Did you eat it? I'll do it.
Mike did it with me.
Oh, that makes it okay. Guy licked a urinal cake.
5-second rule. Guy licked a urinal cake?
Allegedly. He says the story's different.
That's not what happened.
He's nodding no, by the way.
Pull them the minute they start to soften. We want them bouncy, not mushy.
Oh. Why did...
We nailed it. High five.
Next, the sauce. It looks basic, but this is where Hetty Lou McKinnon sneaks in that perfect sugar umami harmony.
Put in the Hoisin first.
Which one's that?
That's that.
Nailed it.
Maybe our soy sauce. Whatever this is. What is this?
Sesame oil.
Sesame oil. Very powerful stuff.
What's this?
That's our maple syrup.
Then onto your aromatics. Make sure you can actually smell them. This part builds more flavor than people realize.
So how do you do that? You're like... Oh, you're kind of just bending your knuckles back a little bit?
Yeah, I like
And
sliding
then
them. And scrape them.
Bunch scrape up!
Now toss everything together, all that sauce and the noodles. When they get a bit crispy on the bottom, you're done. For something this easy, it has absolutely no business being this good.
We should toss a couple noodles in here and just fucking get all that juice out. And then toss it back in the pan. Yeah, buddy.
What about these?
That's like the top. It's the garnish. Recipes by Hetty McKinnon, who's alive, but we'll see if her recipe's to die for. Huh?
Nice, dude. You're pretty good at this.
And it's Hoisin garlic noodles.
I'll show you my chopstick skills. Nice, dude.
Yeah, that's nice.
I love these noodles, man. They're so soft.
Yeah, I feel like it can use more sauce though.
Yeah, I think it like really soaked up the sauce, you know?
Should we just add more Hoisin on it?
No.
Yeah. Get some more Hoisin. It is good though. Like, I don't even want to stop eating it.
I know. I don't want to leave. Throw it right on there.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe a splash of soy. Just more of the ingredients that are in the sauce already.
Yeah, I remember you saying that you were worried about the amount of sauce to begin with.
Yeah, right when it was in the bowl, I was like, look at all these noodles you have to cook.
Double the sauce.
Double
Or-
the sauce.
Well, yeah, we measured out the noodles, so that was the right amount of noodles.
No, yeah. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
I was like, do I give it a 9?
It's just below.
It's just below.
It's a little too simple.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, but it's
But
good.
it's delicious. Great. Very easy to make.
Highly recommend.
Thanks for tuning in. And until next time.